Awesome. Okay. So while we're welcome to welcome to our Basic Needs Fair Fall 2020. It is in a virtual format now, but we are super excited to continue to host these quarterly basic needs fairs and provide you with resources and the knowledge to access them at UCLA. So while we're waiting for more people to trickle in, please check in at this tiny URL, and I can post it in the chat once again. Oh, thank you, Jaylene. And as everyone is checking in, we'll have our Amazon Prime Student Campus Manager introduce themselves and tell us a little bit more about Amazon Student Prime.
Okay, hi everyone. Hi everyone, my name is Catherine Castro, and I'm currently a second year majoring in economics and global studies, and I am one of the Prime Student campus managers.
Hi, I'm one of the other campus managers. I'm Marley. I'm a fourth year and I'm studying sociology and comm with the minor in digital humanities, and we're excited to be here today.
Okay, so to get started, we're just going to explain to you guys all about the benefits of Prime Student. So one of them being that you get a 6-month trial. So basically, once you sign up, you get to have the benefits of Prime Students for 6 months, and then afterwards you pay about $7, which is half of the regular Amazon Prime. And yeah, then you also get 1 to 2 day delivery, so which can be very beneficial, especially if you're getting your textbooks or if you're like living in an apartment. You get to decorate your apartment and stuff. And yeah, and then Marley can.
Yeah, and then continuing on with the slide, there's also Prime Video and Prime Music, and then there's a student discount for that. So I think for music, it's 99 cents per month, and originally it's around like $4.99 a month. And then there's also Amazon Photos for cloud storage, so it kind of functions just like a cloud service. And then you can also make customizable gifts according to what you have in your photos, so that's really cool. And then this is particularly directly related to CalFresh, the Amazon Fresh and Prime Pantry that we offer. And then Amazon Fresh is basically fresh groceries delivered to your door, versus Prime Pantry is more of like the pantry staples and household items, and you can also buy them in bulks or just like one size items. And then these, you can use your EBT card that you can get from your CalFresh benefits and then use it directly to buy your produce there. So I think that's really cool. So you can join Prime Student today using this link. I'll also link it in the chat. But yeah, also today is Prime Day. So coincidentally, today and tomorrow is Prime Day. So there's a lot of deals on there exclusive for Prime members. So make sure you check that out. And I think we have a giveaway going on our CalFresh Instagram. So I think someone will talk more about that. But yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Marley and Kat. We so appreciate you guys telling us a little bit more about Prime Student. And just like you mentioned, we are doing a giveaway partnering with Prime Student. So if you want to check that out on Instagram, it's at UCLA CalFresh. And also remember to check in at our check-in link today. You'll be entered to win one more time. You will be entered, or we have 2 giveaways happening. One is two $50 Amazon gift cards, and then other merchandise from Brew Necessities, Wazo Connect, and some more. So shout out to them. But yeah, it's super important to make sure you check in at that link. And without further ado, we'll get going with the rest of the presentation.
Yes, so hello everyone. Thank you for joining us on our first day of the Basic Needs Fair. We at CalFresh Initiative are excited to connect students with the resources at UCLA. And so today we have 4 organizations presenting, and we have Semel HCI, Teaching Kitchen, Wazo Connect, and UCLA Care. But before that, we're going to introduce our hosts. So we have 4 CalFresh student workers here today hosting this webinar. And so I'll get started. My name's Ethan. I'm a fourth year biology major and I'm trying to add a digital humanities minor. I'm currently one of the co-leads for the CalFresh initiative, and I'm super excited to be here. And I'll pass it off to Kat.
Hi, I'm Kat. I'm a second year double major with international development and geography and environmental studies. I'm an intern with the CalFresh initiative, working with the outreach position, and I will also be hosting today. I'll pass it off to Jaylene.
Hello, all. My name is Jaylene Herrera. My pronouns are she, her, hers. I'm a fourth year double majoring in Chicano studies and political science with a minor in education. And I'll be here facilitating any Q&As that you may have in the chat. I'll be answering them live. I'll toss it on to Stephanie.
Hello, I'm Stephanie. I'm a third year sociology major, minoring in digital humanities, and I'm the CalFresh co-lead with Ethan, and I'll be managing the behind the scenes recording and spotlighting everyone for the webinar.
Yes, so thank you all of our hosts for introducing themselves. Like Stephanie and Jaylene said, they're going to be monitoring the chat and sending out links when necessary. So just if you have any questions, they can answer those. But yeah, they'll be monitoring the logistics side of the webinar for today. Okay.
Awesome. So now we're going to get started with the Semel Healthy Campus Initiative. So if you guys want to share your screens and start your presentation, you are welcome to whenever you're ready.
Hi, so I'm Kaylin. I'm a third year, pronoun she, her, hers. I'm a double major, social and comm. And Jessica, you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, hi, I'm Jessica. I'm currently a fourth year, majoring in microbiology, immunology, and molecular genetics, and I'm getting a minor in environmental systems and society.
Yeah,
and
so
yeah, thank you for coming out today. Sorry.
Yeah, so basically at Semel HCI, we're an organization that works with numerous faculty and campus organizations to just promote health and well-being on campus. So we have different subsections of our organization called pods, and they all focus on different aspects of health, for example, mental health, physical health, eating well. And so we work with these professionals, and we do different initiatives, and we also put on different programs, and we provide different resources that just kind of encompass all the different types of health. And in particular, we are known for partnering with students, and we have a grants program, which Jessica can do a little summary about.
Yeah, so a large part of what I do for Semel HCI is work with the grants program, and we'll be giving our in-depth presentation at 3, from 3 to 3:15 today, this afternoon. But kind of a brief primer into what the program is about. Essentially, we are trying to fund a lot of student groups, and these can be, undergrads, grads, and we're trying to give them, money to help them put on projects or events that we think will be furthering the health of UCLA campus. And generally these applications will be open until November 2020. That's like the recommended date, but they'll actually be open on a rolling basis. And we're just looking forward to having a lot of student groups, apply for some funding. And so hopefully we can help out, and especially during these kind of financially insecure times for a lot of people. And we think that a lot of groups have a lot of good ideas for how to adapt to COVID. And if we can help out in any way possible, that would be great. But yeah, we'll be giving like an in-depth presentation at 3. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much for sharing. We really appreciate all of the work that you do at the Semel Healthy Campus Initiative. And I think it's time to pass it off to Ethan.
So yeah, thank you for that wonderful introduction to Semel HCI. Next up, we have the Teaching Kitchen So we're going to spotlight you, and you should have access to sharing your screen. And yeah, take it away.
Awesome. Thank you so much for having us here. My name is Julia. I am the Culinary Arts Coordinator and the chef instructor at the UCLA Teaching Kitchen. And we're just really happy that we could be here to kind of introduce people to what we do. So I am going to share my screen. Let's see. Okay, so the UCLA Teaching Kitchen technically opened last October. We're actually a new department on campus here to be a part of the community and help be a part of nutrition and cooking information. So the kitchen was officially opened last October, and we opened with this original mission statement. We are a educational and interactive space to meet the needs of the campus community in areas of nutrition education, food insecurity, culinary skills, and community engagement. We work with medical school students, as well as other health professional school students, faculty and staff, different kinds of programs, summer camps with the youth recreation department, and as many student groups as we can. That was obviously when we were here on campus, but now that we are an entirely virtual program, we're still trying to make sure that we're meeting those needs of all of the different parts of the campus community. So even in a virtual setting, we're still trying to make sure that we are a resource for anyone who needs us. So since March, I'm sure life has been different and sometimes challenging for everybody. We have made some major transitions, trying to develop the program in a new way so that we can help people virtually as much as possible. And so these are just some of the things that we have changed and adapted and also developed since March, completely in a virtual setting, some of it working from home, some of it being on campus when permission is allowed. All of these things, you know, we're dealing with as best we can, but we've been able to continue our main goals of working with the different populations through our recreation classes. We offered a lot of different cooking workshops, baking workshops, stuff for kids, cooking classes. We've been working with youth, the youth recreation department to put on other kids camps, like a baking camp through the summer. And we're continuing to do after school programs with them now because everybody's at home after school looking for something to do. We also are continuing to work with all of our different health professional groups and associates. We're developing even more collaborations with the garden. We have a lot of great work that we've done with the HCI Garden, and as well as some of our partners at DIG. So we're trying to even, you know, develop those even further as we move into fall. We've been able to do a lot of really fun demonstrations as we welcome new students back to the undergrad and grad setting here at UCLA. And so hopefully this could be another one of those situations where we can bring you into the fold. You can see just how much you can learn from us. What we are working on now, we have, like I said, our after school programs are going to continue through the fall quarter. We make a recipe of the week video every week, and those can be found on our Instagram account and our website. We have new technology now in the kitchen, so I can teach even better virtual classes without, you know, wobbly sound and cameras. We're all making it work even better now that we're kind of adjusting to these trying times. We have, like I said, we're going to further our collaborations with the garden. We have a lot of good plans to work with some of the residents at some of the different resident facilities, some people that are still living with their families in the off-campus places. We have a lot going on, and a lot of that revolves around working with student groups and having different students attend our fall classes. So hopefully some of these work for your schedule, or let your friends know. We definitely have a full class load that you can check out. We have some fun things coming up this month for Halloween. Even though we can't necessarily go to our favorite parties or trick-or-treating, we still want to make sure that there's a lot of fun things to do. So the best way, I believe that is it. I'm going to do this. Stop. Okay. The best way to find out about any of those programs or workshops or upcoming contests or any of the other fun activities that we have is to make sure that you're following us on our Instagram account, which is at UCLA Teaching Kitchen. I can put that in the chat. And then our website, which you can actually link from our bio on our Instagram account, which is the easiest way to find us. But it's on the Fitwel website. So fitwel.recreation.ucla.edu/teaching kitchen. You can register for all of our classes. You can look at all of our past workshops that we've recorded, all of our recipe of the week videos. We have a very extensive catalog of recipes, and they go from anything you can make for $5 or less to really extravagant kind of baking recipes. So we want you guys to feel it's inclusive. It doesn't matter what you have resources to. It's kind of what you might be having in your fridge today. There's probably going to be something on there that will work for you or help guide you in a fun direction. So a lot of really good resources there. And like I said, any of our upcoming things or anything that you might need from us, you can reach us on our Instagram account, especially as we develop more collaborations through the fall. We work with Fitted sometimes and a couple other student groups, but the more students that we can involve ourselves with different collaborations and different projects and different ideas, the better. So if you even just have an idea about a class or a workshop or something that you and your student group maybe wants to get together, reach on out. That's what we're here for. We want to help develop what's going to be the best for the community as a whole. So I think that's really kind of the Teaching Kitchen in a nutshell. We do have a full length demonstration coming up this afternoon from 4 to 5 p.m. Going to be doing a full cooking demo with 2 different recipes. Both can be made for less than $5. Both are made using ingredients that you can get using CalFresh. So they're really helpful and really delicious and actually pretty fun. So look for that, sign up for that session coming up later this afternoon. And if you think of any questions or you just want to know more about the Teaching Kitchen, please reach out to us. That's why we're here. I think that's it.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Julia. We really appreciated that presentation. We love the little plug at the end. You're so right. You can get a lot of groceries with CalFresh that you can use for the recipes that the Teaching Kitchen has. So that is awesome. Now we'll be continuing on with Wazo Connect. So if you guys want to share your screens or start your presentation, go ahead whenever you're ready. Thanks.
I always forget how to share my screen. Okay, I got it. Okay, sorry. How do I make it like full screen? Do you see the presentation? It's just like you can see the slides. Okay.
We see your whole screen.
Yeah, I don't know how to. Wait, let me just pause share. Okay, wait. Sorry. Oh, share. Why? Okay, maybe I just won't use the slides because I'm struggling.
Maybe you can click slideshow up in the top bar, like the very top on your, would that work?
Here?
Um,
Like once I, sorry. Once I get on this, it's like frozen. Oh, there. Can you see it now?
yes.
Okay, fantastic. Okay, now I can't see you guys, but it's okay. All right, so my name is Julia also, but spelled with a G. And I'm going to talk about Wazo Connect. I'm a senior. I'm the co-president of Wazo. And yeah, I'm just going to give you a brief overview of what we do and how you can get involved either as a mentor or a mentee. So firstly, our mission statement is to provide accessible mental health support for all. So that means that our mentors act sort of as a middle ground between therapists and professionals like trained psychologists and friends and family in that we acknowledge that we don't have doctorate degrees in psychology. So we can't there's certain things that we can't provide for our mentees. And then at that same time, we are kind of establishing some boundaries so that we're not acting as their best friend at UCLA. We want to have our mentees eventually be independent and capable of supporting their mental health on their own. So we're right in the middle of that. Next, there's that slide again. So yeah, essentially we noticed that there is a lot of barriers to accessing mental health support, especially at UCLA, where we only get if you don't have ASH insurance, you get 3 sessions at CAPS every quarter, I think. Even with that, it takes 5 to 6 weeks to get an appointment. It's just really difficult and very expensive if you don't go to CAPS. So our goal was to meet that need by acting again as that middle ground between friends and formal therapists. We've now been active for 3 years, I believe. It might be 4 now. And yeah, as that says, we would love to work with you. We have wellness activities every other week, and those are a great opportunity to collaborate with other clubs. Yes, our 5 goals are to connect students with the community and themselves. That's a really big aspect of WASO, is that in acting as a middle ground between a friend and a therapist, we're trying to connect them both to formal therapy and mental health support if that's what they need. And then we're trying to help them establish more friendships and more connections on campus by encouraging them to go to club meetings and things like that. Perspective, we work to offer students a different perspective on their problems. Independence, we help students feel independent through WASO Wellness, which is our bi-weekly wellness activities that kind of exposes our mentees to different ways to deal with their mental health. And then same along with independence, the program is 6 weeks. And by the end of it, our goal is that our mentees will be able to have more resources on campus, more friends, more connections, so that they feel like they're ready to at least step away from the program. Complement the help given by professionals and reduce loneliness on college campuses. Okay, so how our program works is that so we have mentors and mentees. Mentors apply online. They do an interview process if they seem like a good fit for the program. And then if you're selected, we do a few different trainings. We do a training with CARE. We do a training with the LGBTQ Resource Center. And then we usually do 2 trainings with CAPS on suicide prevention and distressed and distressing students. That's all kind of up in the air because of COVID, but hopefully that will be happening this quarter. And then once mentors complete training, they're ready to be matched with a mentee. And applying to be a mentee is much simpler. You just fill out a form with your interests and life experiences and all that, and you get matched with a mentor. And then they meet every week, one-on-one, usually in person, but now it's going to be over FaceTime or Zoom. And they meet for a duration of 6 weeks. We keep it short so that it's not so that there's more independence that can be established. And then in addition to that, we have WASO Wellness activities, which are open to anyone. So every odd week, you can feel free to attend those. We'll advertise them on our Facebook and Instagram. And that's usually an exploration of different alternative forms of wellness, like yoga, mindfulness. We did horticulture therapy last quarter. Yeah. Oh yeah. So far, I believe this week 3, we're doing icebreakers. Week 5, we're doing a collaboration with Paths. And then week 7, we're doing a program on nutrition. Yeah, I already talked about this. Mentors. We don't need to look at all of this. Yeah. Okay. Well, here's our contact information. Feel free to email us if you're interested in collaborating with a wellness activity. We always are open to that. You can follow us on Instagram to find out when those events are, or Facebook. And we would love to have you as a mentor or a mentee. Oh, let me tell you how to apply as a mentee, because that's the most important thing. So you go to our website, the link is in our Instagram bio, or it's www.wazoconnect.com. Join the family on the drop-down menu, become a mentee, or you can apply to become a mentor, either one. And then you just fill out a form with like your name, interests, some like information about your life experience, and just like if there's any personalities you have a hard time relating to. And then we use that to match you with a mentor who seems like a good fit and has shared lived experiences. And then within a week, you'll be matched and you'll get a text from your mentor, and then you'll set up a time to meet with them once a week. And then they help you to set goals in those meetings, or they just like act as a listening ear for whatever you need. Yeah, that's the gist of it. Stop share. Yay, okay.
Awesome. Thank you so much for that presentation. Yeah, so WAZO is a great resource for new and returning students to build upon mental wellness. And so that's like a great resource and basic needs for students at UCLA. So definitely go check out WAZO. And if you could post all your socials in the chat so that students can reach out and stuff. Yeah, that'd be awesome. And then we're going to move on to the last presenter of the day, and that will be UCLA Care.
Hi, everyone. Let me go ahead and share my screen and we can get started. I first want to say thank y'all so much for putting on this, this fair. As somebody who intimately used many of these resources when I was an undergrad, thank you for letting us all know. And Julia, I will be reaching out to you.
Yeah, I realized you're the one I was emailing. Yeah. Good to see you.
That sounds like an amazing department that you all have. Okay, well, hello, everyone. My name is Elizabeth Rogers. My pronouns are she, her, hers, and I'm with the Campus Assault Resources and Education Program, or the CARE program. You know, UCLA loves its acronyms. Just a little bit of a content warning, trigger warning, even though I'm only going to be talking to you guys for about 5 to 7 minutes, I do want to acknowledge that we will be talking about some pretty hard topics, as well as using language related to issues such as gender-based violence, generational trauma, and oppression. So if you need to, please take care of yourself throughout this program, whether it's turn your screen off, or I always have a crochet needle next to me just in case, just to make sure that you are practicing self-care. Okay. So I just really think it's important for you all to know our mission statement, understanding where we come from as an advocacy space for you all. So we at CARE, we operate from an anti-oppression framework. That's really important to us. And we are committed to the eradication of sexual and gender-based violence. And we do that through creating and sustaining a safe, healthy, and equitable community for all. And so I'm gonna go through exactly what do we do. So we address issues related to sexual and gender-based violence. So that's an umbrella term used to signify different types of violences that folks may experience or go through, such as sexual harassment, sexual assault, intimate partner violence, or interpersonal violence, or more commonly known relationship violence, and dating and domestic violence, as well as stalking. And so we at CARE, we offer an array of services to address those issues that somebody might go through. We have 3 main tenets. we have confidential advocacy. So it's really important to know that we are one of 4 confidential offices here on campus. And so that means that anything said to anybody from the office to the advocate cannot be released to anyone else. Even if, say, you're going through a Title IX proceeding, you actually have to give consent, actually give written consent that we could release any type of information to anybody else. No matter what the court says, we can get subpoenas. So we don't have to release that information. So it's important to know that our advocates are completely confidential, and they help folks navigate through any type of trauma that they might have experienced, as well as navigate through medical, legal, and other campus systems. We offer alternative healing programs. So we recognize that not everybody may have access to therapy, or therapy just sometimes addresses one aspect of what needs to be healed. And so we like to address a holistic intervention towards healing. So we offer trauma-informed yoga, healing through art, journaling, music, and all these are actually online now. Our trauma-informed yoga is actually self-paced, as well as our other alternative healing programs we will be offering this fall through Zoom, which actually is easier because you can turn off your camera and you don't have to actually be there in the physical space, so it's cool. And then we also do prevention education. That's where we do workshops. We come do talks such as this, different programs, social media campaigns to really address not just the issues associated with trauma, but actually how to have a trauma-informed response towards gender-based violence, how to have an intersectional framework towards addressing these issues. So I just want to go in a little bit about what our advocates actually do. So they offer crisis intervention, safety planning for folks that may can't immediately leave. They may have to safety plan a way to get out. Our advocates help with that. Other resources and referrals, like say you need something from CAE, a referral to CAE, or we can help with academic accommodations. If you do decide to go through a Title IX process, a hearing, we do accompaniments to that, to police meetings, to other alternative resolutions, just other meetings with deans. We help accompany folks with that. We help obtain restraining orders, which are very hard to get. So we make that process easier, as well as no contact orders. As well as healing and empowerment throughout. So it's also important to know that we are completely free as well as confidential. So you don't have to have a certain insurance. You don't have to pay anything up front. You don't have a copay. We are completely free for anybody that is associated with UCLA. And then prevention education, we do a lot of the mandated Title IX trainings. We talk about healthy boundaries, communication, how to be an upstander. We collaborate with a variety of different groups to do good. Like I said, Julia, I'm gonna reach out to you because I would love to talk about something about how we can talk about nutrition and self-care and healthy boundaries and whatnot. Yeah. So we're totally, we love collaboration. So if you guys have any ideas, anything, hit me up. I am here. So we here at CARE, we serve students, alumni, staff, faculty, anyone that is associated with UCLA. And again, I want to hone in that it's free and confidential, which is a really awesome resource that we have here on campus. I do want to mention the other confidential resources: CARE, Staff Faculty Counseling Center, the Student Legal Center, Student Legal Services, and CAPS. It's important to know that when you are disclosing, if you are disclosing to anybody, that if they are not part of the confidential offices, then they are considered a responsible employee. So I want to mention that because it's important for you all to have that information so you are not blindsided when you get a potential outreach from Title IX or somebody. So it's important to know that everybody else who is not confidential is a responsible employee. That doesn't mean that privacy is exploited or privacy is not given. It's just that they have an obligation to tell the Title IX office so that they can actually take measures to protect the campus. So what exactly is a responsible employee? UCLA has designated most employees as responsible. Again, if you are not part of the 4 confidential offices. They are considered responsible employees. And these folks, they have an obligation when they learn about some type of gender-based violence that they must report all incidents to Title IX. So that includes sexual assault, sexual harassment, intimate partner violence, as well as stalking. And then Title IX will do a outreach to you all. They commonly always refer to CARE, but it's important for you all to know so you have agency in who you tell and disclose to. So just the differences between CARE and Title IX. Again, CARE is a confidential office. We are survivor-centered, so we deal exclusively with survivors of said violence, whereas Title IX is a neutral office and they conduct investigations on reported incidences. At CARE, you can receive service regardless of if you report to UCPD or if you participate in any Title IX process. It doesn't matter. You can come to CARE, whereas Title IX will more often not refer folks to CARE during an investigation. And then last but not least, you can be referred directly to CARE, whereas Title IX, they make recommendations concluding an investigation that may or may not, be helpful to somebody. So how to exactly refer to CARE. So you can email our office just simply at advocate@careprogram.ucla. Just give us 1 to 2 days and we will reach out to you. Usually it's before then, usually it's about a 24-hour turnaround. But a confidential advocate will reach out to you to start the process if you're interested in our services. You can also call or email us. Once we are open on campus, who knows when that is. We are located in the basement of Murphy Hall. Even though we do offer walk-ins, we usually have our door open. We do recommend calling and emailing ahead. And we just want you all to know that if anybody discloses to you, we just want you to ensure that the survivor not only knows what CARE is, but knows that this is just an option for them, that they are not forced to come to any office, and that we understand that it is the survivor's choice. And so if you are talking with somebody who is dealing with something, just keep that in mind. How could you get involved with CARE outside of advocacy, potentially on our prevention education program? You can join our CARE Ambassador program, which is our volunteer program. Super exciting. We're launching it next month, so be on the lookout for more information about that. October is Relationship Violence Awareness Month or Domestic Violence Awareness Month, and we will be hosting an array of programs and events throughout the month, primarily a variety of social media campaigns on our social media. So we have Red Flag Fridays addressing issues about red flags in relationships. We are really honing in on providing resources for folks in harmful relationships, that are folks who are in harmful non-romantic relationships. So getting some, letting folks know what it looks like if harm is being done in a friendship, what that looks like with parents and family or professors, TAs, those type of things. We also have an event later in this month. It's called A Night of Artivism in honor of Breonna Taylor and in a solidarity of all the protests and advocates for change. It is a poetry and spoken word night. We will have energy healers, we will have a DJ, and just a night for folks to display some activism through creative means. And then last but not least, follow us on social media. Woo, woo. We have, I think we have an awesome social media presence, I think we'd be killing it. So if you just want some information about what we do, you want to join our newsletter, just some little snippets on how to create healthy boundaries, what is consent, as well as some more practical things such as how to find the right therapist for you that addresses certain issues, how to how to create trauma-informed and healing-engaged programming. So be on the lookout for those things. And sorry, I'm talking real fast, a lot of information trying to get through. Join us at 3 o'clock. You can join me in playing a game of Kahoots about all this information that you just learned and win some awesome prizes. But that is it for my presentation. And if there's any questions, I'll also throw my email in the chat box as well. Yeah. That's it.
Thank you so much for the presentation and for joining us today. That was a really great presentation and a great encapsulation of what you guys do. Yeah, I'll pass it off to Kat.
Yeah, thank you to everybody who presented today, to the Seminole Healthy Campus Initiative, the Teaching Kitchen, the CARE program, and Wazo Connect. You guys all did a fantastic job, so thank you for that. We hope this webinar was useful for everybody. Now we'll be going into activities. So just as if this was an in-person fair, all of the organizations that you saw present today will be holding they'll be hosting their own Zoom rooms with personalized activities. So if you check your emails, you should have received an email after you checked in, which contains an Excel document with all of the activities available today and all of the Zoom links. So if you joined late and forgot to check in, no worries at all, but be sure to check in at the link that was sent in the chat earlier. I think we can probably send it one more time there. Yeah, so make sure you fill that out. In addition to getting the links, you'll also be entered in our giveaway. So that's a cool opportunity for you.
Yes, so thank you for attending this webinar, and we hope to see you tomorrow to get to know more of the basic needs resources at UCLA. So tomorrow we'll be having Good Clothes, Good People, Brew and Shelter, 580 Cafe, Swipe Out Hunger, and Brew and Dine. So it is definitely going to be a great day for resources, and definitely come out. Also, please make sure to follow us on social media. So we have our Facebook's UCLA CalFresh Initiative. And then on Instagram at UCLA CalFresh Initiative. Yeah, all of our updates are posted there about not just CalFresh, but basic needs in general. So definitely follow us there. And you can enter another giveaway on our Instagram for the Amazon gift card and take part in Prime Day. Also, just before you go, we have a feedback survey. So we would love to know what you think about this event and how we can improve for the future. Yeah, definitely we foresee using this online format in the future. So definitely your feedback would be very appreciated. Yeah, thank you for coming. That's all we have for today. Yeah, let us know if you have problems with the Excel sheet and from the check-in form.
Thank you.
Bye, thank you.